What's up, everybody? It's your boy Montoya Smith, aka Black Socrates. I got one of my MD Mental Dialogue members in here, Ashaunda Davis. Thank you, Queen, for being with me. Let me just jump off with a quick little commercial so we can highlight what's going on tonight here every third Friday in Atlanta as we do the smartest networking events in the city. But I just wanted to play this commercial real quick. I didn't come on this thing as prepared as I need to be, but we can we can make it work. But thank you for being with me this afternoon, if you will.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Here we go. Let's play this real quick. Get this thing.
The Mental Dialogue live experience returns September the 19th at Urban Grind as we put on our game night, debates, networking, and coffee. Also featuring MD member Andre Parker's book signing, The Infinite Legacy Blueprint, learning about generational wealth. So join us for one of the funnest and smartest game nights in the city, including our debate game, counter argument, where we pit two teams against each other and see who is the best at critical thinking. Connect with us to find information and the people you need to progress your life. All details at mentaldialogue.com. All I ask is that you think.
It happens all tonight, 7 p.m. at Urban Grind, Black-owned coffee shop on Marietta Street, mentaldialogue.com for all details. Again, thank you, Ashaunda, for being with me. You've been a platinum level member for a few months now, a little over a few months, I think. Mm-hmm. And so I just wanted to, I asked you to come on here with me because I was hoping to highlight my man Andre, who's doing his book signing tonight. We got to take care of our members. He's one of our platinum level members as well. And so I brought you on because I recall before you became a member, if I remember, you actually experienced this particular format. So a lot of people, if you're not familiar with the live experience, we have different formats because we don't want it to be the same event 12 times a year, right? Mm-hmm. And so our game night, debate night in particular, I think you've experienced one of those. And so I just wanted to, just kind of hear you as an observer. What do you think of the debate night? I think it's one of our funnest formats from my perspective, but I just wanted to hear it from someone outside looking in from your perspective, having participated.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's interesting because I'm not really a debater, but I love listening to debates. And so being a part of it and just kind of really hearing the intellect, hearing the passion, hearing the sides of the story and the perspectives, it's engaging. It's very engaging. And so I've appreciated being able to really take in different people's knowledge base, all that they bring to the table. And then aside from just the debate, being able to have an opportunity to sit down and just play random games. And me, I'm not really the game player. Like that's not something that I grew up doing. And my siblings did. And they're like, Mom and Dad, where'd you get her? You know what I mean? But while that's not my thing, I enjoy being a part of the atmosphere as well as engaging. So it's something different for me to participate in. So I think it's an amazing opportunity for people to engage, but also just peel back a layer of themselves.
No, absolutely. We try to be the fun place for smart people to go who don't have anything to do in Atlanta, that don't want to go to the clubs, don't want to go to hookah lounge. If you're an intellectual, you will definitely love our game night. If Brother Ron shows up, he's going to be whooping everybody in chess. I think he's going to be showing you how to play chess at one of the events. So if he comes tonight, if any chess players out there, we got classic games. We're going to have the Uno, the spades, the chess. And then I also, because this mental dialogue, all I ask is that you think, I also bring a lot of new games for an opportunity to learn a new game before we actually get into our debate night again, which is one of our funnest formats. I call it counter argument because just to give out the format real quick, because I think we just challenge people to critically think. Our concept is if you think better, you will be better. Therefore, our community is better. And so we just make this a fun way. We talk about race, sex, and culture with these debates, if you will. But the coolest part about the format, why I call it counter argument, is you may choose this. I always give this example. Let's say we're discussing abortion, if you will, a very politicized issue, a very bipartisan issue right now, right? And so let's say I say, hey, I'm going to argue against abortion. And Shonda might say, I want to argue for abortion. And so basically we get 2 minutes to make our argument. But the cool thing is, and why we call it counter argument, is I flip a coin. If that coin comes up tails, she and I both will have to flip our argument. So I may have intended to argue against abortion, but now I'm forced to critically think and make a 2-minute argument for abortion, still trying to get points for my team. So I think it's just a brilliant way to challenge and critically think. Again, as you think for yourself, you will be better, the community will be better. So I think the game actually adds to that. But the real reason we do this every third Friday is to dialogue and connect. That's our motto. So we dialogue through the debate tonight, but the ultimate thing is to connect so that people will do business with each other. And so if you think about coming to a smart event on a Friday night in a big city like Atlanta, you're meeting with the kind of people that you want to meet with, that you eventually want to do business with, that you may have played a game against, you may have won, you may have lost, you may have debated, but you're like, you know what, I'm getting to know that person. And when that person says, hey, I do this, it's kind of a little easier to connect because there's a familiarity. And so, Ashaunda, you are a wealth strategist. You've been able to connect with some people at the community club. So if you will, just highlight maybe one of your connections that you were able to make very organically. That's what we pride ourselves in. It's not a networking event. What's your card? What do you do? Switch your card. It's not that type of event, but we still network just the same as maybe one of the more known networking events in a very intimate Black-owned coffee shop. So if you will, highlight maybe one of your connections, and we'll highlight Andre and get out of this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, as a financial planner, as you said, wealth strategist, behavioral finance coach, but then author, right? My connections have benefited some of my clients who are physicians, business owners.
Wow.
I call them high profile couples. But what's been interesting is some of those conversations that are organically created within your space has actually happened not just to directly benefit my business. It's actually happened to direct others that I'm connected with. So one quick story is I was playing chess with Ron.
Okay.
Never played before. Of course, he's schooling me and whooping me. And at the
as he should.
As he should, right? But as a result of that interaction, we grabbed coffee one day. He told me exactly what he does. I had a young lady reach out to me and say, hey, Ashaunda, I'm looking for some angel investors. I said, well, you know what? The two of you should actually get together. And they're doing business as a result of that. And so it's a beautiful thing to be able to impact people's lives above and beyond your own and your business.
Absolutely. Dialogue and connect is our actual goal. Come have these hard conversations on race, sex, and culture, but we ultimately do it for you to do business. Anytime you come to the live experience, you're going to have opportunity to support at least 3 businesses, the coffee shop itself, the Mental Dialogue Community Club, and we're usually featuring a specific business. Tonight, we're featuring Andre Parker, one of our platinum level members. He's released a new book, Infinite Blueprint Legacy, which is a generational wealth step-by-step guide that he's releasing. So come out. We're going to interview him about his book. You have an opportunity to get exposed to that. So ultimately, I always say any Black stereotype that's out there that's negative, it does not live at the Mental Dialogue Community Club. We do business together. We support one another. And as you prove, which is what I really want to happen, is it doesn't just get limited to that Friday night in the coffee club. Correct. It actually extends because of, again, the type of people that want to come to something like that, they are usually attached to other circles of influence. And so literally we are able to connect people. We consider ourselves a conduit. We're not the organization that does the work, but we connect you to the people who are doing the work. So thank you, Ashaunda, just to, highlight that, and then definitely come out. Book signing tonight with Andre Parker, the Mental Dialogue Live Experience, the smartest event in the city. Every third Friday, go to mentaldialogue.com for details. If you don't have anything to do, or if you have something to do, we're done by 9:30, so you can still go party after we're done. We're literally in Midtown, if you're not familiar with Urban Grind, and it's literally on the corner of Rocksteady and some other great restaurants. A lot of couples have come to our event and made it a date night. I always tell first timers, if you want to look smart to your date, bring her to the live experience and then go to dinner right down the street. She's gonna be looking at you. You're kind of different. You're kind of different. And so, we got a couple of marriages in the club as well. So it's a lot that come from this club, but I thank you for your time. Don't want to take too much of your time. Anything you want to say? I see your website. So if you will, tell them what you do one more time and tell them how they can follow you, because you've been able to help some of our members. You offer actually a free consultation for some people to actually become members of our club since you've been a part of the club. So thank you for that as well, Ashaunda. So tell them what you do and we out this thing.
Absolutely. So I basically help people to change their relationship with money through, again, behavioral finance coaching. I help you to create congruent behavior so that you can actually reach the goals that are important to you, whether that's buying a second property or buying your first property. It might be sending your kids to college or providing them an opportunity opportunity fund. And I do that using tools such as investment products for short-term, mid-term, or long-term investing. We do that through insurance. I'm an insurance consultant within that space. But then also, again, just that money management, how to save appropriately 3-6 months, how to make sure that you're reducing debt efficiently and effectively, and then just managing the finances for maximization. So we do all of that. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to create results so that you can live the life that you want to live.
Now, I love what you do, how you've been helping our members. You came with the spirit that I always appreciate. You didn't necessarily come just to see what you could get from the club. You came to see what you can give. And now it has worked to where you're actually getting business as well. And like you said, been able to help some others, even outside, have other members that are not necessarily a part of the club, but they've been able to get assistance as well. And that's the whole goal. So thank you for your time. 7 o'clock tonight. MentorDialogue.com for details. Hope to see you if you're in the Atlanta area. That's all I got. Thank y'all. Hope to see y'all tonight. We're going to have a good time tonight. All I ask is that you think.